Hello, this is Smitty, and welcome to the 2025 Zelda highlights of my collection. So, I'm starting to turn the machines on, starting to get ready for the full room tour, a little bit behind the scenes peek, but I wanted to start to highlight the first section, which is Zelda. I did switch some things up today. I did move a lot more Zelda stuff over here. Not everything Zelda is over here. I do have the individual, most of the regular games of the series in the regular game collection. These are more collector's editions and special items. So let's go through some of this. I want to start off on the top up here. That is obviously just the accessory for the Wii, for the Link's Crossbow training, complete in box with the game as well. Over here are the two special or collector's editions for the two Switch titles. Still did not go for the big box collector's edition of Breath of the Wild. I know that was a teased all-in Switch 2 video, but I did not finish that quest, so I did not post that video. So that might still be coming, but maybe not, because I have pivoted my gaming things, which you'll hear a little bit later on. Right there is just a Game Boy Color Zelda Seasons book from Scholastic. Alright, to go through some of these shelves, I do have a backlight back there. I do need to do a little bit better cord management there. It was a little bit better a while ago. I could probably fix it, but won't be fixed by this room tour. So over here, that is a display box I got from GameStop a long time ago, obviously, with the Majora's Mask special edition for the 3DS, with, complete, never opened, and then a plush Link. Over here, I'm pretty sure I got that figure back there, which I don't know if you can see well. I got that from Toys R Us when it was closing down in the United States. A unopened OLED Switch back there. And then this figure my wife bought for me about 7 years ago, when GameStop was selling a lot of figures, and that one she got a pretty good deal on. And the little plush of Zelda. Over here, another Link figure I got around the same time when Toys R Us was closing down. One of my few amiibos that I did keep is the 8-bit Link. Back there is a complete in box, not sealed, but complete in box Zelda 3DS. 3DS, but the original one that was for Majora's Mask, or not Majora's, the Ocarina of Time, the 25th anniversary. That is complete in box, along with a complete in box Skyward Sword with the Wiimote and all that in there. So down here, I might get this story wrong, but I'm pretty sure that one, it was either this or the chess set, which I will highlight later, but I'll give credit both to Charlie, aka CGR, and Matt. When I was in Kitchener, I want to say 4 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, we exchanged some gifts, and I had no idea he was going to gift me a Zelda piece, but he did, and it was greatly appreciated. It was a big deal for me. So there is a video on that on the channel, and it was a fun time. Always a fun time to see Matt and Charlie and the kids, all that fun stuff. So got Zelda amiibo that's a little dusty, a Ganondorf amiibo that's pretty dusty, because honestly I don't dust as much as I should. That's something you get. If you're going to be a collector, you should probably dust more than I do. Over here, Over here is the Wii U collector's edition with the Ganondorf figure, sealed, never opened. As a beaut, that took me a while to get, as well as this, the Four Swords collector's edition or limited edition, complete in box. I had to actually piece that together, if I remember correctly. I did not get that all at once, or I got the original, just the game, and I was able to upgrade. Again, that was pre-pandemic, so I was able to get a pretty decent price on that. This little Zelda Knickknack, which might light up still. No, it doesn't. I need to change the battery. But my wife bought me the Game & Watch, never opened, sealed Zelda edition, and then the 2DS, or not 2DS, the original DS Zelda edition. This is an authentic one, not a reshell. I've had this for probably like 7-8 years before they started really trying to reshell or get the Japanese version and mod it. This is an original. I wish I had a complete in box. I do not. Over here it's kind of a lot of overflow of my Zelda collection, so I have a puzzle, because again, my wife loves to give me just random knickknacks of things that I like, so I'm not a puzzle guy, so that's why it's there. Sealed, it looks nice in the collection. Back there is a I don't know what they call it, but it's got, you know, a notebook and all that stuff in there. It's something that one of my former co-workers gave me, a buddy of mine, Ed. He probably doesn't watch these videos anymore, but shout out to Ed, buddy from Ireland. Bought that for me for Christmas present one year, so it was pretty cool. Down here are some of the collector's editions and their collector's guides, and a book when I used to do a lot more collecting of guidebooks and stuff like that. I'm not into that anymore, so that's why there's only a few. I just was able to dust off a little bit of the Zelda and Lothwig amiibo. I think that this is literally probably the last amiibo I bought. It looks really nice, and that's the main reason I bought it. And then the highlight of this is the new 3DS XL Zelda edition, Hyrule edition of Zelda. This is open, and it is actually a modded new 3DS XL, so I can play all my games on there, but I have about 5 modded 3DS XLs that I do not need to do anything on that, so this will probably stay preserved forever now going forward. Down here, the new 2DS XL Zelda, The Link Between Worlds, which when that game came out, I loved it. I freaking loved it. This is the Hyrule Shield edition with the Hyrule kind of shield for the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. And then again, another knickknack that my wife bought for me, a cookie jar Zelda edition, but that is also modded. That will never be opened again. The Joy-Cons have never been opened. Over here is a little bit more fun story. So 3 unique things over here. The 3DS XL is the Link Between Worlds edition. That was one that I used briefly as like my main 3DS console. Obviously I don't use it as my main 3DS console to preserve it. But that one I used for about a year as a main console, still in pristine condition, and that was one of the first ones I bought. I bought brand new, like day one, when I really started to get into Zelda hardcore as a collector. Over here is the Link's Awakening Switch Collector's Edition Steelbook that was exclusive to Europe and I believe Australia, if I remember correctly. was able to get that, pre-order it and get it shipped over here. And yeah, it's a kind of a unique talking piece for things. And then this is a Game Boy Advance that I modded. This is one of my first mods for Game Boys. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. It's not perfect. I do need to tweak it a little bit, but it's a beaut to me. So I do love this. And obviously I have it playing a GBA game, the Minish Cap. So over here is some of the newest for the collection right here. That is actually 2 complete in box, never open, Switch lights for Zelda. That also came out at the same time as the Echoes of Wisdom, which is still sealed. And then this was a pre-order bonus acrylic stand. So this is all for Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and I think it looks really nice there. So the newest additions to the collection. Right down here is one of the oldest things in my collection. I actually ended up having like 3 of these, I'm pretty sure. I sold 2 of them and made a significant amount of money selling 2 of these, and then I kept 1 for myself. This one was the most beat up. You can tell in the corners, not necessarily pristine, but at the time I was more focused on being a seller than a collector. So I obviously still collected, but I wanted to make sure that my seller or my buyers had good copies of whatnot, so I could maximize my money. Because at the time, was not making nearly as much as I'm making now. So this is how I funded the game collection, and I mean, still how I fund the game collection, but also helped fund some family stuff at that time. So really excited for that. Over here is the Wii U. This is obviously the Wind Waker HD. Doesn't fit quite on the shelf the way I would like it, so it doesn't get displayed as well as I like, but it is complete in box. This was the family console for a very long time. Now that I had another Wii U, this will never be used again. This will stay a collector's piece for me. Lastly, for the last bin, this is a Zelda Light. Again, another knickknack that the family bought for me, and you know, it works. Let me see if it turns on. No, actually, no, there's no batteries in it, and it's not plugged in, so it won't work. And then over there, to highlight the Twilight Princess Wii U HD, complete in box. I don't know if this one's sealed or not. Let's see if I can tell. Yeah, I believe it's sealed. So yeah, this is this cube. Alright, so to go back over here, this is where the Wii U kiosk is. I do have a couple of more Zelda things over here. Again, like I said, that was bought at the same time, or given or whatever, same time. Charlie, Nat, in Kitchener, Ontario. Love that. It's so beautiful. And I am forever grateful to have that. And I will always think of my friends when I get that. Over here is another display piece I got when I was really hardcore into display pieces. Actually, I think I bought this from selling some of my display pieces, because this was before I even was collecting display pieces. This was years before, so I was able to trade some of my old or newer ones for that, and that one will always stay in my collection as well. And then a couple more highlights over here. This is just a display piece I bought from China, probably 10-15 years ago. I've had that forever. And at the time it was probably like a $20 buy, but it looks gorgeous as a display unit. The swords look pretty cool. Obviously they're not sharp or anything at all. I can sharpen them if I want to, never going to, there's no point. The reason why this, I don't typically have just regular displays up in my collection, but this one is a little bit more sentimental because my daughter insisted that we get this at a book fair when she was in elementary school. So she probably might not even remember that part of it, but I have to keep it because it reminds me of my little girl when she was younger. And then speaking of my little girl, she drew this Zelda piece when she used to draw all the time. This was about 4 years ago when she drew this, so she was about between 9 and 10 at the time. She's 14, almost 15. So she's not the little girl anymore, but she's always Daddy's little girl to me. And down there, the last little thing right there is a little, it's a canvas piece, but it's actually a lit canvas piece. It does have a light in there, and I can actually display that more, and I should. But yeah, this is the Zelda Collection. Took a lot longer to film this than I thought it would. Hopefully you guys enjoy the in-depth look into the Zelda pieces in my collection. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe for more content because a lot more is coming up soon for these collection videos and the whole room tour. Till next time, this is Smitty. Make sure you guys get your game on. Peace.